We will start by seeing what is the difference between scripting language and a programming language. Yes, so go to Google and type PyCharm. So it will take some time. So that's why I'm asking you to do this process first. So this PyCharm, the Python IDE for professional developers, you can see when you write PyCharm. Right? So this PyCharm is one of the IDE which we use to run Python programming language. So you go inside this www.jetbrains.com and you will get a download option. So you can click on download and it will ask for Windows, Mac and Linux. So it depends upon your OS operating system, which operating system you are using now, and you can download it from here. PyCharm will look like this. This is PyCharm. And after downloading, you have to create a project name. So project name, you will get it here. New project. If you click on new project, you can make a project name here where the untitled is written. So you can write something, some project name. So that's how you can create a project. And after creating a project, you need to create the files like this part 1, part 3 I created here, right? I'll just give you the basic of PyCharm now. And click on new and there will be a Python. If you click on Python file, here your Python file will be made. Suppose I'm taking it as part 2. Yes, this is your Python file. So yes, I was telling you the difference between the scripting and the programming language. So in scripting, you can automate certain tasks in a program. Scripting language, we have less code intensive and they are interpreted rather than compiled. Actually. So Java, just like Java, you have to compile first and that's how it goes, right? Java needs to be compiled, but Python needs to be interpreted. Actually. So compiler translate the entire code, then runs the program. That's what Java does. But interpreter actually it translates and runs the code one instruction at a time actually. So that will be the difference. But Python you can use as a programming language also. You can do certain things which Java does. So Java and Python both has its own advantages of using. Python is one of the easiest programming language we have now. So we will see some examples how it is easy and if you know Java and how you can do the coding in Python also. PyCharm. Suppose I'm creating a variable A and I'm inserting 5 in it. Then I'm taking B and I'm inserting 6 in B. And if I want to add this, I'm taking C as my variable, where A plus B. Then I will print C. If you run this code, yes, you get the solution here, right? So you saw how easy it is, Python. There is no much syntax if you compare to Java. So that's how you can consider how easy programming language Python is. So this is an integer, right? So we'll print the type. That was C. So you can see class integer it is. Suppose we do for string values. So I'll take A as Gaurav and B as DN. You have to give inverted commas for the string values as you do in the Java. So let's take A only. If you print A and print the type of. Take automatically. You don't have to define. Like in some places it is required. Suppose if you are using array, those positions it will be required how many values you are giving in the array, what type of data type you are giving inside the array. So for that also we have different modules. So if you are using an array module, then there you need to define, and in some places you don't have to define. So that's the difference it comes. Suppose you have a boolean value. So I'll take one boolean value here as 2. And I'll print A in type of A. Yes, so you can see this Python takes it automatically. Type of data type it is. So that's how I told you, right? Using Python it becomes very easy. And if you want, there will be an option. See, run option here also. Okay. So here you will have this is your run window, and this is your terminal, and this is your Python console. So we will see what we will learn in the syllabus. And Python was, I'll tell you some of the advantages of using Python. Like Python is easy, free, and it is open source also. As you can see when you were downloading this Python. And one more thing, you need to download Python also, Python 3.6. I didn't show you. So go to Google and type Python download. So you'll get the Python website in the first. So go inside Python website. Go inside download Python 3.8.2. You will get the latest version here. So you download the latest version. Python is just an IDE. And there is one more thing you can use. We have Jupyter Notebook, Anaconda. Eclipse is there in Anaconda Navigator. Okay, I'll show you how Anaconda Navigator is. So here Jupyter Notebook is also used for doing your Python. I'll show you where this Jupyter Notebook is coming from Anaconda Navigator actually. So suppose there are so many things. This Python codes. So if you want a new file, yes, this is how your Jupyter Notebook looks like. So here you will have different cells, and you can run each cell at one particular time. Because here also I'm taking the same code from PyCharm. Yes. So here you can see you ran this code first, and if you want another code to be run in another cell, so you can do that even. So this is one of software where you can use Python, and this is how your Anaconda Navigator looks like. Jupyter is there inside Anaconda Navigator. What happens, Anaconda Navigator takes too much of time to open. As you can see, I typed it long back, and now it is coming now. So if you type Jupyter also here in the search bar, you will get Jupyter Notebook directly. You don't have to open Anaconda Navigator again and again. So that is the advantage, and Jupyter Notebook advantage I showed it to you. And this is R Studio. You can use R also, but before that you need to install R from here. And we have Spyder also. You can use Spyder for doing your Python. Spyder is also used for Python. Spyder and Jupyter Notebook both are used to do Python program in Anaconda Navigator. Okay, so Python, yeah, I was telling you about Python, right? Python is very one of the easiest and free and open source language we have. And this Python was created by Guru Van Rossum in 1989. So you can see this Python is very old language actually, but they were actually doing some modification from the previous version. So we had Python 2 before, and now Python 3 is running. So I'm getting the latest version is Python 3.8.2. This one is the latest version. So they are actually modifying the programming language. Python 2 has some of the bugs and some of the difficulties which they came up with the Python 3 now. So Python 3, so many modules, so many libraries inbuilt. So you just have to take those inbuilt modules to run the particular thing if you want. And it is becoming very big also. Python analysis, it is used for scripting, it is used for development, and it is used for testing as well. And Python is an interpreted language with dynamic cinematics and all. Python is an interpreter language which translates and runs the code versus instructions. You can use Python as a compiler also, just like Java. Python is used for scripting, and this Python is used for development also. So development also you will have the web development part you can do inside Python. Then you have Python for data analysis. So data analysis, there is a certain module which is known as pandas. So pandas is a library which is used for data analysis in Python. And one more thing, Python is used for testing also. So these are some of the use cases of Python. And nowadays, every company is shifting to Python. Where they were using Java, they're actually shifting to Python. Because Python is becoming more popular now everywhere, and it is easy to learn, right? We will start with the basics of Python. We will learn all the basics and the fundamentals in Python. So we will have, we will start with the data types and some of the types of variables and the data types you have and some of the conditional statements, and we will see loops also, like the for loops and while loop. And after this, we will have some data types, like how this tuples, list, and sets, and dictionary is different from each other. Have some certain properties with them. What is the difference we will see, and how to use this tuple, list, sets, and dictionaries we will see. And after this, we will go for functions. And after functions, we will go for OOPS. OOPS in Python. Object-oriented programming language. So inside OOPS also, you will see some like class objects, and you have the inheritance part and all. And after doing OOPS, we will go and you will see errors and exceptions. So this was all about the Python basics. You have, all the Python required things. And after doing Python, we will go for scripting, where we will see the network programming, multi-threading, and the GUI programming. So all those we will do using Python itself. So we will use Boto 3 as a module for doing Python scripting and connect it to AWS. Working with files. How to do inside Python? Let's see. Yes, that's how it is printed. And if you see on Java, you need some more syntaxes here, I think so. If you are going single code, then particular word should be inside both the single code. It should not be like one is single code and one is double code, like this. It will give an error. So you're getting a red line, right? If I run this, you'll get an error. What is syntax error? EL while scanning string literal and all. So that is a syntax error. I showed you how to get the data type. Suppose this inserting 5 here and A and B as 5 again, or 4 we will take. First of all, we'll get a type. We want to print a type. We'll write print A. I'll write print type of it. And I will do the same for B also. See the class using the type. So this is an integer class. Both are integer class. And if you want, I'll give some string value. So yes, Python takes it automatically. What type of data type you are using inside a variable. If it is a boolean, so you will get a boolean. Yes, Python takes it as a boolean, right? It is showing class boolean. There is no semicolon. Suppose you are going for loops. If you write for range. So at the time of conditional statements, at the time of loops, you require colon there. Range of 5 if I want. And yes, 0, 1, 2, 3 for frequency. So here you will be requiring this colon. If you have conditional statement also, in those time colon will be required here. Other than those statements, you don't need any colon or semicolon. Yes, initialization, it is required in a while loop. While loop there, somewhere it is required to initialize the variable I value. Type of variables we saw, we have integer values, we have string values, we have boolean values, and you have different operators also. You can use operators. As I showed you, I am keeping A as 5 and B as 15, and if I add this and print C value, it is 20, right? And if you want a string to be printed, then you can give just a comma here and your variable name, and you can write it here. A plus operator. I'm just writing it here if you want to this to be printed. When you I mean this value I was talking about. A plus B. If you want any string value to be printed before your value, then you can give either a comma or you can write the percent also. Here also you can use dot format. You can give this curly brackets and the value will be printed inside this curly bracket. And you can use dot format. So there are different operators, you know, if it is plus, there is minus also you can write. Yeah, it's minus 10 because we are doing 5 minus 15. So we are getting minus 5. And if you want it to be multiply, then you use star here. So 15 into 5 is 75. Yes, it is correct. And if you want this to be a square, so we use double star. Okay, and let me give a small value for b. 5. So that's how different types of operators are there, and there are conditional statements also. Suppose if you want the outputs of some conditional statement. And yes, one more thing. If you want to write anything in the comment section, and right here, arithmetic operation. So we use hash here. Okay, and I will write arithmetic operation. So this is how you can give comment. And if you want for multi-line, then you will be needing three inverted commas. Yes. So this is for multi-line. 3 times double quotes in the beginning and 3 times double quotes. This was all about the basics